Dust don't speak, but it listens close. Every step leaves a debt you owe. Steel and sweat in the burning light. We took what gleam, we called it right. Rails cut scars through thirsty land. Gold in our eyes, blood on our hands. Old songs buried under stone, but the ground remembers what we've done. Hear it hum beneath your feet, a heartbeat slow, a promise deep. The ground remembers, the ground remembers every name carved into the sand. The ground remembers, the ground remembers what wakes when gods don't stay down. Town lights flicker, engines cry. Faith so cheap, truth walks by. Prayers whispered, bullets pray louder. Hope tastes like dust and powder. We said the past was dead and gone, but it's been waiting all along. Every crack, every seam, something stirs beneath the gleam. Feel it crawl through iron and bone. This land won't let us walk alone. The ground remembers, the ground remembers every lie we tell to stand. The ground remembers, the ground remembers what rises when we take too much land. You can run, you can ride, you can bury it deep inside. But when the earth decides to speak, it don't roar, it reads. Low and slow the shadow grows. Not a beast, not a ghost, just the cost, just the cost. Dust settles, but stone keeps score.
Well, hello, my friends. My name is Orpheus Quine. You might know me as Andrew Burkham. I am here to run some Daggerheart for y'all tonight. For my friends, speaking of which, let's meet the cast. Most of the cast, anyway. We're missing a. All right, here they are. I found them.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
There we are. That's what I like to hear. Perfect. We got some men. I can see them. Good stuff. Well, welcome in everybody. Let us again, I will be your game master this evening. To my right and to the top of the screen. Wait, my right, your right, I don't know. At the top of your screen, you will find the amphibian with a one-way ticket to Pound Town, Riberto.
Hello. How are you?
And
Goodness.
righteous arm of the Lightbringer Shifu, Silas Ashburnum.
Ah, yeah.
And of course, missing in action for we don't know why. We don't know. We literally, we all had plans. Listen, we all had plans to get together and play Daggerheart every week.
He was also the first one to say, "Hey, we're all here this week."
Yeah, he was the one who told us that we were all going to be here. Nowhere to be found. The man with the sharpest of shooters, our man Billy, is not here. Is nowhere to be found. So, but that's
I'm
okay.
thinking his vampire roommate finally drained him dry.
There's a strong possibility that he was actually
That just
eaten
sounds dirty.
eaten by his Oh boy, that's a whole other set of things. All right, so let's get to it. Let's talk. Enough of this tomfoolery and foolishness. A reminder to those of you who are in chat: every 100 bits you cheer, if you use the name of one of our players, they get a charge. And the way that this plays out is you can see the colored bars underneath their names, like it's Street Fighter or something. I don't know. Underneath their names, you can see 3 charges. Now, here's the secret. Because these guys are charge misers and they refuse to use them, we're now instituting a new policy where they can actually carry more than 3 charges. They can carry more than 3 charges, but they can only use 3 at one time. So I'm gonna keep track. I'm gonna put a little number up there so you can listen. If you want to cheer 1,000,000 bits at them, you can do it. I said today on the earlier stream that the first person who cheers 100,000 bits, they get to choose my stream categories for the next 6 months. So
Jesus.
the first person, not cumulatively, at once. No, but every 100 bits goes towards them. Also, every 100 bits, all bits go towards me. And when we reach 1,000 bits cumulatively, the table tips. And something happens. Maybe it will be good for the players. Maybe it will be horrible. Maybe it will be unspeakable death. There's no way to know until you tip the table. So, thank you for cheering. Every bit goes towards those things. Unspeakable evils. Now, enough of this housekeeping nonsense. Let's get to the game. Last week, you may remember, Silas had gone to his room for a moment. He'd gone to his room, and he never came back out. But as he was in his room, he had found on his pillow, the note that Benny had left for him, along with a little present, a little gift, which I don't know if we actually even got into what that was, but...
Nope. No, I would love to know.
Okay, well, we will get to that.
We just saw the pair of glasses that Flip had were on my pillow.
Yes.
And then the flash of blue behind me with the ash written on the mirror.
Right. The pair of glasses from the murdered Flip Tallowtail, whose murder the party has been investigating for some time now, for the better part of a day, actually, in-game. He found those glasses. There was a note on the pillow from Benny, and then there was a flash of blue behind him. A name written in ashes on the mirror. Aldrich Vane was the name that was written on the mirror. We did not see him again. Meanwhile, Billy and Riberto went to question the two major suspects. Billy went to the room of Riberto went to the room of Eli Mercer, who we knew had beef with Flip Tattletale, but Mercer claimed that he had nothing to do with it, that he had been arguing with Flip Tattletale because he was in a little bit of monetary trouble. He's the proprietor of the general store, and that certain unseemly people were wanting the crystals as protection money, perhaps, so to speak. And so, fairly satisfied, Billy went to find Riberto, who was questioning the other suspect, which was Puck Oren, the halfling drunken gambler that you may remember from the card game with Silas. Puck was muttering to himself, saying something about how they found out his real name. As Billy questioned him, he found out that Puck Oren was, in fact, a former operative of a secret wing of the Confederate government, of the Confederacy, or the Confederation, rather. And that he had done perhaps some things that were not good in his past, that maybe he did not want to come to light, and that someone had told him that Flip Tattletale was going to expose him, and so he had to murder him. He produced a letter for Billy that explained all of this. And then at this time, as Riberto came down the hall, there was a man outside about to knock on the door. When the door was opened, he opened fire on everyone in sight. Battle ensued.
Funniest moment, too.
At which point, yes, I believe he threw a tea tray at you, if I remember correctly.
He was just like, you know what, I'm sick of this.
Yeah. He was disguised as an employee of the Riverboat Casino. He very quickly gave that up when he realized there was no getting out of it. A battle ensued. Riberto summoned the spirit of his dead master and went into full Pound Town mode, and in fact did pound the man all the way to town. The man was beaten into a fine pulp, at which point a Tiratex finally showed up. Ladies and gentlemen, the sharpest shooter, it's Billy.
And the latest player.
Okay, my bad. Discord, I forgot, wasn't open because I did the same thing with the power cable again.
The
I
legit.
slightly bumped it. I don't know how. Some of my monitor mounting hardware that I'm not using got behind it, so I went to pick it up and it turned my PC off, and I didn't realize Discord didn't reopen.
Yeah, huale. All right. Enough of that. Enough of this. We were doing a recap. All right. So in the ensuing battle, Puck Oren fled. Not only fled, went overboard, grabbed a motorboat, a magically powered paddle boat, small paddle boat. Magic. Have the kids been yet? I imagine.
Because of Mitch's newborn.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes. I don't think the kid. No, I haven't seen any introduction. Sorry. Sorry, I got lost. I didn't know where we were for a second. Anyway, Puck tried to get away. Riberto leapt from the boat, secured his tongue, his sticky tongue, against the motorboat, and was dragged along behind it until he was able to bring himself aboard, at which point he threw Flip overboard into the paddle wheel, beating him further. Riberto then went to go back to get him, secured him with his tongue. But all this time, they had been chased by another mysterious boat. There was a man standing on top of the boat, and he fired a single shot that went into Puck Oren, who had been secured in the tongue, killing him at the very, very end. The man looked at Riberto, tipped his hat, and in the moonlight, Riberto saw a tattoo on his left forearm, a tattoo of a snake devouring its own tail. In fact, this was the very man that Riberto remembered from the day he found his master dead. This was the assassin that had killed his master. And that is where we find ourselves this week. Sort of. Actually, not so much. Let's go back. Let's go back to that room. Silas. You are suddenly you find yourself not in your room at all. You find yourself in a vast place, featureless, void. There is a light, a glow that is all about you, and you're able to move about this space. You're able to walk around, but it seems like no matter how far you go, you never get anywhere. There's a little bit of a faint hum in the air in the background.
Hey.
Yeah, and
The back rooms?
yes, you're in the back rooms. That's correct. The bathrooms, actually, the bathrooms. This is what this is. The bathrooms in the riverboat are fancy. They're very fancy, like this. Yes, yeah, hum in the just like the back rooms. What would you like to do, Silas? What does Silas do in this city?
I'm gonna look around to see if I can recognize where I'm at. Do I still have the glasses on me?
No, the glasses are gone. Nothing.
So it's just me.
It's just you in this space.
I'm just gonna start walking around to see if I can recognize anything.
Yeah. Finally, as you walk around and you're sort of looking for things. You're not finding anything. No matter where you go, it seems like you're always kind of in the same place. You hear a voice behind you, and it says, "Silas Ashburnum." What a surprise!
I turn around.
Yeah, you see the figure of a man, but it's glowing with a bright light. It's this sort of angelic-looking man that's standing there, all clothed fully in white. I mean, we've gone. I know that they say never go full angel, but this man did not listen to this. He is fully dressed in white. There's emanating light from him. He has his hands folded across his chest, and he says, "Silas, I wasn't expecting to see you so soon."
Do I recognize this man?
You do not. You do not recognize.
Raise my eyebrow a little and ask, should I know who you are?
You will. You may not know, but you will.
Well, what am I doing here?
I think that's actually the question that I was going to ask you. It seems like you found your way in someplace that maybe you shouldn't have.
Why shouldn't I be here?
Well, this is a space between. This is a space that only a soul that has lost its way should be able to find.
So I've lost my way, have I?
Well, that's another question. And another one that I'd like an answer to. What do you remember before you were in this place?
Was in my room. I saw a flash of blue behind me and a name mysteriously written in ash on a mirror, and here I am.
Interesting. So, your body then, it remains intact?
I mean, I'm here.
Oh yes.
Feel like I'm intact.
Well, you're here, but this is not your flesh. No, this
So I'm not physically here.
No. This is your essence. This is something much more important than that body that you left behind.
You said you were expecting me. Why were you expecting me?
Oh, we've been expecting you for some time. Just not
Why?
quite so soon. I think that I will leave that to you to find out. I don't think we're quite ready to give that answer to you yet.
Who's we?
He's dead. He's dead.
He's quite dead. This is his last episode, guys. I hope that. Fully dead. Full meal deal. He seems to stop for a second as if he's listening. And then he says to no one in particular, certainly not to you. Says he doesn't know. He doesn't have any idea. And then he stops again as if listening again. And he says, I don't think he is any kind of threat. And then another moment, another pause. And he shakes his head and he says, well, that's the consensus. I suppose that's how it will go. And he turns back to you and he says, oh, Silas, I am so sorry that this is the way that it had to go. And with that, all of a sudden, his light begins to get brighter. And you start to feel yourself filled with a light. But it's not the light of your god Shifu. It's not the same kind of light. In fact, this is a light as if it is shining through you. It's almost as if you are going away. As if you could feel yourself becoming transparent. And in that moment when you're becoming transparent, not only are you becoming see-through, but you can feel yourself start to lose cohesion. Almost as if whatever is holding you together in this place is slowly coming apart. And as this is happening, there's nothing you can do. You feel completely powerless in this moment. You hear a voice from behind the man, a smaller voice, a feminine voice that says, stop it. You won't take him here. And all of a sudden you kind of solidify again for a moment, and the man turns around, and as he steps around, you can see behind him there is the image of a very small goblin girl, maybe 3 feet tall, pale blue skin, and dark brown eyes. And she's wearing a white dress, a very, very simple white dress. And he says, the man in white says, "Ah, now I understand." And he looks back kind of over his shoulder at you. He says, "You're not the one who belongs in this place. She's the one." And he says to her, "I will deal with you momentarily. Please, let me finish my work." She says no. And when she says no, the voice kind of reverberates very, very loudly. And the man is actually staggered backwards. And she says, "You won't take him here." And all of a sudden, she starts to glow with a bright light. And she just rushes at him. And as she rushes at him, his light and her light, they collide, and it shines even brighter and brighter and brighter, and you can see her just in the midst of light, just holding on to him, just grasping onto him. And then all of a sudden the light expands, it gets brighter, 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 until it's so bright that you can't possibly see anything. And then just like that, boom, it's gone, and you find yourself back in your stateroom. The name on the mirror is gone.
Poof. Well, I think I hang on to the bedpost for just a second to catch my breath.
Yeah.
And then I look around to see if the glasses and gift are still there.
Glasses and gift are still there, 100%.
So I go over and I'm first trying to inspect the glasses.
The glasses are they're very small glasses. They're those, kind of pince-nez glasses that just perch on your nose. They don't have the temple pieces. They kind of stick onto the nose. They're of fine craftsmanship, but there's nothing particularly remarkable about them.
The lens is broken at all?
Nope, lens is they're in perfect repair, insofar as you could tell.
Right. I'm gonna stick those in my trench coat pocket, and then walk over to the gift.
Oh, we got 100 to
Open that
Silas.
I don't know if that was weed he smoked.
The good stuff. It's the peyote.
Seriously, what is that kind?
The peyote. So Matrix, yes, the Matrix glasses, exactly just like that. And I'm sorry, Silas. What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna stick those glasses in my trench coat pocket and walk over and pick up the gift.
Yeah, you pick up the gift. You take a look at it. Again, the note from Benny that just says, "Hey, thanks. Thank you so much." And the gift that you have is a health potion or a healing potion recipe. So what happens with this healing potion recipe is once per long rest, you can use a drop of blood, a small amount of blood, to craft a healing potion.
All right.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So on a rest, you get the way that this goes, and we'll be taking a rest momentarily. In fact, Silas, you can take yours at this point. Oh, got another 100 bits. Oh no, that was just 100 to Silas. Okay. So you can use one of your moves to create a healing potion. Healing potion you should be able to find in the things. If not, I can send you copy. Potion.
The dust don't speak, but it listens close.
Health potion.
Every stare leaves a dead
Yeah, minor health potion. There we go. A minor health potion recipe.
in the burning light. We took what
And a minor health potion clears 1d4 hit points when consumed. And you
scars through thirsty land, gold in our eyes, blood on our hands. Old
hand out of
songs
that.
buried
I can
under
find.
stone, but the ground remembers what we've done. Hear it hum beneath your feet. A heartbeat slow, a promise.
This in your journal. Perfect. So that's now in your journal there, Michael.
Okay.
Perfect. Got it. Got it. Okay. Excellent. Here, I can show that to the crowd as well.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So we will cut there, and we will go back to the outside of the boat. Riberto is in the water with a hole in his tongue, many other holes throughout his body. I believe you were at last count, you were down to 1 hit point.
I have 1 hit point.
So let's go ahead and take that one. Let's get that one knocked out.
Hit point in the dream.
The man stands on the boat with the rifle. He tips his hat at you, and then he drops the rifle back over his shoulder in his sling. Drops back into the cab of that little boat, spins the wheel around, and motors off into the distance. So Billy is up on the boat, looking down at this from a little too far to reach with his revolvers. Riberto, you're still in the water, and you've got a dead corpse of Puck Oren.
I'm not even gonna take his corpse. I'm just gonna. That ain't worth anything.
All right, you're just gonna let him float.
Yep.
All right, delightful.
He's just gonna float off, and I'm gonna get out of the water.
The fish need to eat too.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is it's an ecological thing. Okay, so you're gonna get out of the water, like go to the shore of the bank. Is that your
No,
plan?
I'm gonna climb back up on the boat.
Oh, you're going back to the boat. Okay.
Yeah, because
yeah.
I'm like, I can't be far at this point.
No. You are far actually. But yeah, probably 300, 400 feet from the boat.
Right.
So yeah, so you're able to get back to the boat. You're able to kind of clamber your way back up onto the deck. You pull yourself up over that rail and just kind of sit down to the ground, just soaking wet, bleeding from every available orifice that a frog has. Yeah, and that's where you find yourself. So what are the two of you gonna do?
I just look up at him and I go, I'm going to bed. I'm headed to my
That
room.
seems reasonable.
Nice. So you guys are going back to bed.
Mm-hmm.
That works for me.
Perfect. So as you drag yourself, Riberto, Billy's up on deck, so you're able to just go in to the corridor where the state. Oh no, you had come down as well. So you're on the same deck. As the two of you walk through the casino, you get a lot of kind of sideways looks as people see you slosh this frog, just sloshing water around and just bleeding all over the place. There's a little bit of noise from some of the staff. Hey, could you please not bleed on the carpet? We understand that it's red, but if you could just take that upstairs. Some questions about. Was that
the one who said that to me?
Yeah.
I just walk over to him
Mhm.
and I just slap him. And I just keep going. I'm like, I'm not in the mood.
I don't think you can afford a fight right now. They want to slap you back.
It's okay. It's not a strong. Oh wait, we got 300 coming at
Jesus.
Riberto. My goodness, we're filling the
One
frog
sec, my
back up.
dog's freaking out. I gotta go check them.
I feel strong. I feel like...
All right, so you go back to your staterooms, go back to your cabins, and we will now take our first long rest of the actually our second long rest, I think, right? We've done one other one, but very early on. So let's see. The way this is going to go down is, let me pull up. So on a character sheet, pull up my random one over here. Put this up where everybody else can see it.
It's okay. The dog's not dying. Someone opened the front door.
Oh well, I mean, to a dog, that's the same as dying.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's something.
All right, so on your character sheet, you should have a little box up at the upper top here that says downtime.
Mhm.
Click on that guy. We're going to go to a long rest, and you get 2 different moves. So the moves that are available to you are...
Wait, I get 3, right?
Do you?
Elf.
Oh, yeah, okay. I forget.
Wait.
I forget that's a feature in this game.
Do things. Wait, the book. That's what it is.
Yes, the book. Got to fill up my Froggy Prince. Let's go. Everybody's at full bars now. But again, you can cheer more. They can hold more charges now. They can only use 3 at a time. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention this. I'm sorry. I usually do this at the top. They can spend one charge to roll with advantage. They can spend 2 charges. I'm going to change this. I had said you get 2 charges to get a hope, but they get hope all the time. So I'm going to say 2 charges will allow you to re-roll any roll that you want to roll.
Okay.
So 2 charges to re-roll a roll, and then 3 charges to use their special power-up move, which is different by each of them. Riberto's got Pound Town. Silas has got Divine Justice. And Billy's got the Sharpest Shooter. All 3 of those can come into play. So your moves are Tend to All Wounds, which will allow you to clear all your hit points. You've got Clear All Stress, which allows you to clear all your stress. You've got Repair All Armor, which allows you to repair all your armor. You've got Prepare, in which case you would describe to me how you prepare yourself for the path ahead, and then gain a hope. Normally, if you choose to prepare with 1 or more members of your party, you each gain 2 hope. And then you could work on a project. I don't think anybody's got projects going on just yet. And then...
Oh, wait, sorry, never mind.
Do you?
No, I was going to say to the other people, does anyone need help with something? Because I need to tend my wounds, and I need to do my armor, but my 3rd, I could help someone with something. If you had 3 things you wanted to do.
Yeah. And then... Silas, of course, is able to, as a move, is able to create a minor health potion.
I only have 2 things I can do, so.
All right. So what things will Riberto be doing? Describe Riberto's rest.
Well, I go in my room and confused.
Yep. Is there a sock
'Cause
involved? Is there a
Oh, God.
confused
clearing
as to
stress?
why I saw that man, but I put it in the back of my head and go to
Yeah, well, hold
heal
on. Let's
myself.
dig into that. What's like what?
Wait, the
What?
hallway man's still there, right?
Wait, who Vance? What's that?
The guy we killed and left in the hallway.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do we just leave him there? Can we like inform a janitor before
Is
we
there
go to
just a
bed?
corpse in the hallway? Yeah.
Like, hey, someone left this here. I don't know who it was.
Yeah. Actually, what happens, and thank you for reminding me of that. What happens is, as you're coming back up to your room, you see Milo, who you'll remember is kind of the chief of security, the orcish gentleman. He is with a small crew of people. They're cleaning up the mess from this individual, and he looks at you guys as you go into your rooms, and it's just kind of that moment where you pause at the door to your room, and he just looks over at you, and he just shakes his head and just like turns back to the business. Doesn't even say anything at all. Not one single thing.
I don't want to catch these hands.
So Riberto, talk to me about this. I mean, you saw the man that you remember killing your master, and then subsequently beat you to a pulp when you tried to avenge him.
Right.
What's going through Riberto's head? Where's Riberto at with this whole thing?
So, I'm going to tend all my wounds.
Hmm?
Which is there like a tub in this room?
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
bathroom-ish kind of thing?
yeah, of course. These are nice rooms. You definitely have a bathing area in this room.
So I fill the tub up
Mhm.
and I just lay in it
Yep.
and sort of let the water heal my frog skin.
Nice.
And I reflect and wonder, why is this man here? How is he here? How is he connected to all of this? And that I must destroy him.
Very good. Love that.
And I will also, once I'm done healing, fix my wolf cloak and my gloves. The little bit of armor I do wear.
Pairing up the little bits of armor there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What little bit I do wear. I take my loincloth off and I just shake it and then put it back on.
Got it. Yeah, nobody wants to see that. We'll just put bars over that part of the screen.
Benny wants to see that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, yes, it does.
Yeah, what kind of frog stuff do we got going on down there? Is that we got some kind of a
No, I don't want to.
Oh, it's a hammer.
Oh, it's
The
a whole
loincloth
hammer.
is
Okay, got it.
completely protecting it.
Understood.
It just
understood.
retracts very much. No.
Delightful. Well, it's
It's cold
cold.
out.
It's
cold
good. The
out.
water's cold. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cold.
Yeah. So,
Um,
but I do all that and then I just sleep because I am very tired.
Beautiful. All right. So Riberto flops down into the tub, passed out, healing himself up. Billy, talk to me about your downtime.
Well, I was gonna ask, does anyone need help with anything?
No.
Well, you're in your room, right? So you would have to actually go to them.
Okay. Well then I'll reload my gun so I can also remove a stress.
Very good. Load that gun.
So then
Bullets
I guess
going.
I just go back and just go straight to bed.
Straight to bed. Like lights out,
Yep.
like boots still on, like just flat on the
Still
bed.
on, slightly bloody, you know.
Yeah. Fully,
Not my blood, but
not my blood.
just go. This seems fine.
It's probably fine. What could possibly go
You
wrong?
know, I just like tuck the hat over my head, like I'm used to sleeping outside most days. You know.
Excellent. Yep. And you're out. And then Silas, let's return to you. So what in this time, what is Silas doing?
Well, I leave my room because I don't sleep
Mhm.
I don't sleep alone. I sleep with my dire wolf.
Oh, yes,
So
yes, of course.
Leave my room, walk out to the stables where Luz is sitting there waiting for me. I throw him the steak that I got from the chef earlier, so he has his
Hours
nice
ago.
little midnight snack.
Good.
Still tastes good to him. He's
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He just eats it right up. Like there's no hesitation at all. Doesn't turn his nose up at this thing.
Nope. Luz is a good boy.
Yeah.
He knows it's good stuff. So throw him that, make sure he's got some water, and then I get myself ready for the night. It says Knight of the Order of Shifu, I don't sleep. I meditate through the night. And so I take off my armor, I lay it all out as an offering to Shifu, hoping that he'll heal both my wounds and my armor during the night. I sit down, go into my meditative state, and my body starts to levitate up, and my spirit leaves my body and goes into the realm of Shifu, hoping that I could see him because I have some questions for him that night.
Yeah. As you do that, as your spirit levitates out of your body and moves into this other realm where you're used to encountering Shifu, you feel a strange, something strange, something that you don't normally feel when you enter into this realm, and Shifu is nowhere to be found.
I just keep looking around the realm, reaching in, seeing if I can feel something. So typically I can feel some sort of light source that helps guide me to something. Whether it's learning some more light magic studies, finding Shifu, finding any of his acolytes that are in his realm. I'm just hoping that there's someone there that can answer some questions from the night before, because I'm a bit disturbed after that encounter at the space between.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you to make a roll, a bread roll, a Hawaiian roll, because they're delightful.
Ooh.
No, I'm
The
gonna
King's
ask you-
Hawaiian roll?
Yes,
Are
exactly.
we having
Bread?
sliders?
Yes. No, I'm gonna ask you to make a roll. I would like you to make an instinct roll, please.
Ooh.
Okay. 22 with
22
hope.
fear? Or with hope, rather. That's very good. Get yourself a hope.
Oh,
Yay.
pull a fast one on us over here.
Get yourself a hope. After wandering for some time, you find what appears to be an acolyte. It is the figure of a very, 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 very old woman. If there are stages of woman, there is a baby, and then a child, and a young woman, and then an old woman, and then there's, just before you get to dust, there's this woman, right? And not dust, not
Talking
like
about
the
the
dust.
old crow.
Up in the dust or like up in the dust?
Yeah, not up in the dust 209, but like decaying into dust. Just this. This is an ancient woman. She has these big sort of round glasses that she wears. Hair pulled back into a neat bun. Robes that you would recognize as Shifuan. I don't know if that's the right, but yeah, these the very the robes of an acolyte of Shifu. She's sitting cross-legged in the middle of what appears to be an otherwise largely kind of empty space. She's sitting on top of a little platform, a little stone platform, the kind of thing that you would find usually at the base of a statue. It's a little bit raised up off the ground, and there is the space is empty, but there is a tallish grass that grows in this portion of this realm, and there's just a little bit of a breeze that it's waving in. And here in the midst of all that, she sits serenely with her arms, tucked inside the sleeves of her robes.
With a bit of excitement to see someone in a lot of relief, I walk over, sit down across from her, and give her the traditional greeting. Peace be unto you, madam.
She opens her eyes, which have been to date closed, and she says, and to you as well, traveler. What brings you to the realm?
My mind is disturbed this evening, and I was hoping to find Lord Shifu to ask him some questions. But I don't know if you can help me. I found myself in the space between tonight. I don't know how I got there, and I almost lost myself. And I don't know what this place is. I don't know why I was there, other than I was told that it's for people who lose their way. And I haven't felt like I've lost my way since before I converted to Lord Shifu.
Says the space between, and she has it's hard to tell because there's so many wrinkles on the face, but she has a furrowed brow. She says the space between. This is not reserved for living souls. How did you find your way there?
I wish I could tell you. They seemed surprised that I was there too. I don't know. I was 1 second I'm in a room looking at a name written in a mirror that somehow some blue force wrote there that I did not see. And then the next moment I'm in the space between with this angelic figure in front of me telling me he expects me to be there, but not yet. And that I'm in some place where I'm supposed to have lost my way. I don't feel like I've lost my way, but what am I to think of this?
This is troubling indeed. This is not something that should happen, certainly. Doesn't sound like it's something that you've caused to happen.
Well, what is this space? Where was I?
The space between is the realm of those who have departed from this world, but not yet passed into the hallows above, or the places below. She says this is a place where what you might call ghosts dwell. But again, for a living being to enter into this, certainly the gods would have access to this space. But for a living being to access it, this is unheard of. This is not something that should happen. It's not something that must happen. This is a strange abomination. The Lord Shifu must hear of this at once.
Well, thank you, Mother. At least that's some answers, but I have more questions now. How did I get there? I'm not sure you even have answers for that, it sounds like.
She says, I could not say. All I know is that you should not have been there. That you have been touched by something that you should not have been touched by. Something is not as it seems, and you must seek the answers to this.
Oh boy.
Who can give me the answers to this?
Says, I do not know who can give you these answers. It is possible that the answers may be found within you. You must continue to search yourself. You must continue to find out the parts of you that seem to be different, that seem to be changed. You must examine these things. You must look into them. She says, I would recommend that you spend some serious time with this when you have a chance.
Who was the angelic figure who I saw in the space between?
There are many beings that could take a form like the one that you speak of, but certainly, the new gods in the hallows above. Sometimes their messengers take these forms. Sometimes they have even taken these forms to appear to the humans. Now, they of course are in the hallows above, and in order for them to descend bodily into the realm, into the mortal realm, here, they would have to pay a terrible price. Certainly, a cost perhaps too high for any of them to pay. I don't even know what that cost would be, but it is said that that's the way that they have kept the old gods out of the hallows above, is by making it so that to pass from one direction to the other, that the being must pay a great cost. So certainly, but certainly to pass into the space between, This is a sort of a loophole. This is a place where new gods, their messengers, they can actively travel in and out of. It's a possibility that is what you saw. Although, from what you say, the being seemed to want you dead. Or destroyed, at least. And
He was talking to other people that I couldn't hear, but we're talking to him. And then I'm a knight of the Order of Shifu, proficient in light magic. I understand dark magic as well, as I grew up an acolyte of the Order of Karamatsu. And his light was dissipating me. There was nothing I could do. What was that?
Yes, child, yes. You are young. Sometimes I forget. There are many things that you do not yet understand, and things that even for me would be hard to explain. But let me try to put it in a way that will make sense. Beings like you and me, we think in terms of binaries. We think that things are either dark or they are light. But this is not so for the ascended beings. For the new gods, for the old gods, they do not see things. Even though we call Shifu a god of light, a light bringer, even to Shifu, the understanding of what light truly is something that is far beyond anything that we can fully understand. Sometimes light, just like justice, can be for good, but sometimes it can also be used for dark purposes, even though it is light. So there are beings in this world, in this universe that we live in, that are capable of using light to destroy rather than to create or to heal. It seems you have found one such being.
Technically, I feel like I found two. Little goblin girl shows up, uses her light magic to expel the angelic figure, and then suddenly I'm back in my room out of space between.
A goblin, you say?
Yes, a little blue-skinned goblin girl who refused to let him dissipate me.
Interesting. It's possible that you encountered a soul that was in that place. That's what it sounds like, but to have power to fight whatever this being, the soul must have been incredibly powerful, or at least driven by some incredibly powerful mission. There must be a great purpose behind this if it had enough power. I would say that if you get another opportunity to speak with this soul, that you take it. You may discover things that you need. And then I'm going to...
Is there a way for me to call upon souls, Mother?
Spending a fear.
All right. Exposition salad into fear.
Yes, exactly. And all at once, all of a sudden, you're in this grassy field with the breeze. Suddenly, the breeze kicks up.
Oh, no.
And storm clouds. And it begins to rain. Lightly at first. And then you get that smell, that petrichor smell, which I only say because I wanted to use the word petrichor. But that smell, that smell of when the rain first starts, like that smell right before the rain, you get that smell. But then suddenly it's just coming down, just in sheets. It's just, you're just becoming fully drenched, and this old woman is becoming drenched. And then the rain becomes hail. It starts to rain down stones upon you. And she looks up, she is shielding her head with her hand, and she says, "My child, we must leave this place. You must return to your body, and I must return to mine. It is no longer safe here." And with that, she disappears.
I look around and agree. I can feel the pull from my body. I can hear Luz beginning to whine. He knows something's wrong, and I let the light go and I return.
Back into the body, and it's just fully awake, fully rested, gaining all the benefits of your long rest. But you awake and it is morning. In the morning, each of you finds a slip of paper that's been slid underneath your door at some point during the night, and it says,
Even the guy in the stables?
I can't read.
right, yeah, yours is just a smiley face, yeah, and an X, like that's all it is, because they know. Yeah, so there's a slip of paper that's under each of your doors. Silas, if you head to your room at some point, you're certainly welcome to find it. But it would have been slipped there. I don't think they necessarily realized that you would be sleeping in the stable. But the piece of paper just reads, would love to have you join me at breakfast in the VIP room, and just a B for Benny, right? You recognize that script is the same on the notes that Benny had left for you previously.
I sniff it.
Yep. Yeah, it smells like peaches.
What do peaches smell like?
What do you mean? What do peaches smell like?
What do peaches smell? They smell like peaches.
You've never
Peach.
smelled it? You've never smelled
Can you believe it?
I
peach
feel
before?
like
What
I've
is
mentioned
happening
this.
here?
I lost almost all of my sense of smell like a long time ago.
Oh boy.
Well,
Okay.
can you believe a peach smells like a peach?
Yeah, then what
I
good would it
can't.
do me
Also-
to describe?
Don't think I've ever eaten a real peach.
It's a sweet citrus.
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, it's a
is what
sweet-
it
it's a
is.
very
It
sweet-
smells like
It
an
doesn't
orange.
have the tang of other citrus fruits, but it's a very sweet citrus.
Yeah, just a very sweet, soft kind of scent, basically. So. And you recognize this, Riberto, you recognize this because this kind of scent Benny has on her kind of all the time. So,
I'll hold on to that.
delightful.
I
Okay.
just stuff it into my loincloth like I've got.
Just right
I mean,
in,
I have a bag.
right
do,
in
I
next
have
to the hammer there.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got the nomad pack.
Oh yeah,
bag
you
with
have
me,
the you
so
have the bag.
I could put it in there, but I'm not gonna.
No, just straight into the the pouch there. The zone. Delightful.
What is wrong with you, frog boy?
Just the way he lives his life. Delightful. All right. So what's the plan?
Well, I'm gonna go find the other two.
Okay.
For me, I wake up, I stand up, stretch. We're a little rejuvenated, but still disturbed from the events from last night. Give Luz a good scratch. Tell him I'll be back soon, and decide to go back into the casino looking for these two fools.
Very good. Very good indeed. All right.
I'll head to the lounge to go have brekkie.
To the lounge you go. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. Yeah, you head down. There's that same kind of velvet rope, right? But you show the letter at the door, and they just let you right on past. The lounge is a little different. Before it was kind of card tables. Here, in fact, let me pull up the map. Why not?
Oh yeah, here we go.
Back
Yeah.
on the map
Why
territory.
not? It's been so long since we've had a map, guys. Here, you being a bad GM. Let's see, and not having maps for things. Okay, here we go.
Hey.
All right. Okay, so this is the card room back here. Is the area that we designated as such. There we go. And so what's actually going on, you do have these kind of leather seats that are against one of the walls, and they're almost like booths that are set into the walls. There is, where before there were we had mentioned that there were a couple of tables that are out here. This area here we're saying is the bar. And there is a bartender behind the bar. He is doing what all bartenders do. He's polishing glasses. And he's there. But there's, instead of many kind of smaller tables, they're all sort of pushed together to make one long table. And it's got a tablecloth that's draped over it. You see Benny at the far end of the table. A couple other people there. There's Cobb, right, who was the itinerant preacher that you had seen. So he's there sitting at the table. A couple other people that you would recognize from the boat. But there are two seats open on either side of Benny. She's at the end of the table. The table's decked out with, with fruits and all kinds of breakfasty things. There's a pot of hot coffee that's right there. And as Benny sees you come in, she says, "Oh, Billy, come on down. I've a seat for you right here." She gestures to her right.
I will sit where she wants me to sit.
Delightful. Okay.
I have
Good.
a nice book.
Yeah. So you take a seat. Take a seat there. And she says, "Please help yourself." And a gentleman comes around, from behind. He says, "Is there anything that I can get for you, sir?"
I'll just get a traditional, like egg, sausage, toast, whatever.
Perfect. Yeah, we get that egg, we get that sausage, you get that plate that's
Denny's
coming.
Grand
It's heaped
Slam.
up with all of the
A little bacon.
that's those fat strips of bacon that's like just perfectly rendered. You've got those plump, juicy sausages. Got some nice fluffy eggs. Everything is just perfect. Billy, a coffee drinker, is that his thing?
I think Billy would be a coffee drinker, but like the most absolutely black coffee ever.
Yeah, it's just the blackest. Like it's one of those things where they bring you the cup of coffee, and then they bring you the little thing that's got like cream in it and like sugar in it and stuff like that, and he just sort of pushes them all to say, he's like, I'm not gonna need that.
Dude, no. like just pouring a little bit of water into the coffee grounds, basically. Like.
Yep, exactly. It's good coffee.
There's still pulp in it,
Yeah, it's delightful coffee. Very, very good. Very tasty. Perfect. Riberto and Silas, are you joining as well?
Yeah, I like to think I come in and
I walk into
Just walk
the casino and I see Riberto, and I follow him where he's going.
I walk up to Silas first and I go, "Where have you been? Do you know what we went through last night? Do you know how much pain I was in?"
So much pain.
Roberto, if only you knew what happened to me last night. That loincloth would be dirty.
Strange
You
things.
smoked a little too much of the ganja. I get it. Okay, come on, let's go.
These things happen. was odd.
I'm
Oh, we have
gonna give you ganja, frog
I'll
boy.
give you some ganja. I'm gonna rock that ganja. Okay,
Where-
I don't know what
where-
that means.
Where are you going? Where are you going? What are we doing right now?
We gotta go find that weirdo cowboy.
Where's he?
I don't know.
Didn't you all
Right.
get notes?
That's why I said we gotta find him.
yeah, you all got the same notes.
But I
You
guess-
know, it was in my room. That's why I'm
Sounds
asking.
Oh
good.
yeah, you
Room.
haven't. Yeah, you haven't been to your room yet. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And
Let's go find Benny. I think he's with her.
Okay. Okay. Where is she? Where are we
I
going?
don't know. That's why I'm down here.
Okay.
asking people.
Let's just go to the lounge.
All
My
right.
expectation she'll be in the VIP lounge. At least we could start there. They'll at least know where the owner is.
Okay.
Perfect. So you go down the stairs into the casino. Things seem to be much more normal in the casino now than they were previously. People have kind of cooled out now that it seems like there are not shots being fired actively at various different places on the boat. You go to the VIP lounge. You're let straight through, and you see at the far end of the table Benny. She's got 2 seats on her left, and Billy's sitting on her right. And as soon as she sees you, her face just lights up, and she stands up, and she says, "Well, good morning, gentlemen. Come on down. I saved a spot for you, and your friend Billy here and I have just been enjoying a bite."
I sit in the seat closest to her.
Of course,
obviously.
naturally. Yeah, no. It's just one of these things where you sit in the seat, and then the chair's kind of made for like a regular sized person. So at first, like you're just kind of like your eyes are just above the table.
Yeah, I'm a little. Bit.
And then a guy appears from kind of out of nowhere, and he just has this cushion, one of these cushions. It's clear, I mean,
Hey,
in this world, ribbits like yourself, halflings, gnomes, like these are all races that exist. So like there are things in place for this. He says, Sir, would you like a cushion?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
he needs a booster seat.
Yeah. It's basically a
Oh my
basically
god,
a
let's
booster
just
seat,
spit my water out.
but it's a very fancy, very comfy booster seat.
I hear him say that, and I flick him with my tongue.
It's just it's the full Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
is what's going on here. Minza. Yeah.
And I give him a good chuckle.
Excellent. So, what are you gentlemen having for breakfast?
Well, for me, give me a steak,
Beautiful.
medium rare. Slather that thing in some creamy peppercorn sauce with some eggs and a nice glass of bourbon.
Perfect. It all comes out just exactly the way you want it. I mean, no expense spared.
I think
Absolutely.
just an order of crispy flies will work for
Just
my friend.
Well, you said there's just like stuff on the table, right? Just,
yeah. There's
fruits and,
there's
all
like
that stuff.
fruit and like the kind of like fruit and maybe some bread, right? So maybe some toast items, those kinds of things.
I just start grabbing them with my tongue and just
Just whoosh.
yeah.
Just
Like
there's an
he
apple.
comes over, he's like, "What would you like?" And I'm already just
Munching, munch.
yeah,
With those
yeah.
frog teeth, those weird frog teeth
yeah.
you have. Great, awesome. And so Billy says, or Benny, not Billy, Benny.
Like, what am
boy.
I saying?
Could we have another character that's got the exact same name, please? We already have two Silases. I'm gonna name. There's gonna be somebody. By the way,
You made a Riberto. I'm gonna be confused.
in every town you go to, there's gonna be somebody named Silas. And she says, "Well, it seems like you gentlemen had quite an evening."
I look over with my mouth full, and I'm like, "Oh, crazy."
Yeah, so it would seem.
Quite
So
an establishment you've got here, Benny.
well,
It
It's-
attracts lots of different types.
normally a little bit quieter than this, but these are the Drylands. I mean, these-
I will give her the note that I kept on me of that was basically the dang near confession letter of Puck.
the note about Aldrich Vane that
Yeah.
had come to him from the other person.
And I'll just tell her
Mhm.
Puck had this. He's no longer with us.
She looks it over and she says, I see. And may I take it then as I note that his stateroom was quite empty this morning, and, well, there was something of a cleanup project that needed to happen outside it last night. May I take it that Mr. Oren is no longer with us?
Nope.
That was a different one, but he is no longer with us, yeah.
Right.
I left his dead body in the river.
Yeah.
She says, that suits. That seems appropriate.
Mm-hmm. She gets me.
Puts her hands together and she says, well, gentlemen, it seems like you've made good on your promise to figure this little mystery out. I am in your debt, and as a result, well, I always pay my debts. And she reaches into her she's got one of those dresses on that's got kind of the tight waist, and then it kind of poofs out a little bit towards the top, but there's just a pocket, just a single pocket in the blouse of this dress.
I think that's like
She's wearing a hoop
immersion
skirt
breaking
underneath.
unrealistic.
It's a what? Who? Huh?
It's unrealistic that women have clothing with pockets.
Yeah. No, there's a pocket. Listen, this is a.
These
I
dresses
don't
all
think you
have
understand.
pockets in
This
them.
is a rich woman. She has
Yeah,
money.
rich
for
women
pockets.
have pockets.
Listen, she affords pockets when she wants them. She reaches down and she just pulls out and puts down on the table 3 wooden tokens. And she slides one to each of you. And she says,
What's this?
she says, well, that will get you passage onto my private lift. That will get you up to Style Mesa.
Oh.
Is one of the perks one of the perks of having acquired some land in this area is that some of the land that I acquired has a service lift that can reach it during such times as now when the regular elevators are out of order. This is something I'd like you to keep quiet. Most people don't know it exists, and those that do probably think it's non-operational. But she says you will find it around the back side of the mesa, away from the main thoroughfare. And if you stop over there, then this will take you to the top. It's a small lift. Can't take more than maybe 4, maybe 5 at the same time. But since I know that is where you were headed, it is the least I can do to help you get there. Please take this and my compliments.
Well, thank you. I like, as I do with like everything, I like lick it.
You just lick it, and yeah. So it's interesting. The token is it's a wood that you don't recognize. It's solid wood, a hardwood of some kind. You don't recognize it right away. It's got a little bit of a varnish on it to cover it. The back side of it is just completely wood, just 100% wood. And then the front side of it's got a little bit of a symbol burned into it underneath the varnish. And it's just a very simple sort of a line, almost a line drawing of what looks like maybe a tree of some kind. Yeah, and other than that, it's completely unadorned.
Like what kind of tree?
What kind of tree?
Yeah.
A larch.
Like a cottonwood. Oh,
A large tree.
No, not large. Larch. Larch is a kind of tree.
A larch, a tree.
Larch?
Larch, yes, it's a larch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never heard of that. I thought you were just making a joke.
Nope.
All I heard was large.
I don't know trees, so.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Do you know trees, though? Let's see. What do you know? What are trees
As a
impressive in Degeron?
The frog? Do I know trees? A frog who lived in a desert.
A frog in the desert, a tree.
Desert.
I mean, if anybody wants to make a knowledge roll to see if they recognize the type of tree.
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
All right, go for it.
My -1 knowledge.
Do it.
Holy crap!
Fritz. So
I just have like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
yeah. So here's an
Activated his
interesting
mind's eye.
Here's an interesting thing. When you studied with your master, one of the things that he had from the time you were very, very small was a book. And this book was a picture book. And in this picture book, there were many different kinds of trees. It was like a sort of a botanical text of some kind. By the way, don't forget to give yourself a hope for that.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
you don't have to clear
And remove
stress.
a stress.
Well, remove a stress if you have one, but I know you just came off
I
a
have
rest.
2 of them.
Oh, well, there you go. Remove a stress.
I didn't clear any stress.
Oh, that's right. You fixed your armor. Yeah, and you recognize this from that book. It is a larch tree, and this type of tree is only found in the south, down in the southern parts of the continent. So, yeah, there you go.
Look at that. I knew something.
Good job knowing a tree.
I put it in my nomad bag. I have no other use for it right now.
Perfect. So you finish your breakfast. People come and go, and Benny makes a little bit more talk to you, and she says, you know, it has been quite a time around here lately. What with the earthquakes and the giant insects and the whatever that train is that keeps coming and going. Says I do hope that it goes back to being a quieter place soon.
Well, we need to find that guy who killed Oren.
Says,
At least I do.
Did you? I need gold. Did you tell her the story of like how he died?
He didn't know. I was gonna say it because
Oh.
I was the one who. I was the one who was there essentially when it happened. I guess you could say.
So this is news to her. She says, oh wait, so you didn't kill him then?
No, I was trying to
We
bring him
did
back.
most of the work.
I was trying to bring him back to question him, but he was shot by somebody that I need to get.
Somebody that you need to get.
Question: while I was observing this,
Yeah.
was the boat that the strange man was riding the same kind of boat that Riberto superheroed onto?
Yeah, same kind of boat. I mean, but you saw, if you recall, you saw a lot of those boats kind of down around the dock area. It seems like they're probably like utility type boats. It is.
Was it the same kind? Were they all like the same kind of boat though? Like you have jet skis, were they all like the same brand, make, model, that kind of thing?
Yeah. I mean, it looked identical to the boat that they were on. You are guessing, if you had to guess, you would guess that he probably did like also took this boat from from that same place.
And so, since she asked who killed him, I'll go on the goofy rant about tell her the story of what happened to my master and yada yada.
She just sits back and listens and just like really fascinated, kind of leans in at just the right parts and just nods her head like at all the right parts. And then she just she takes her hand and just puts it on your shoulder and she says, I had no idea that this had happened to you. I'm so sorry. I hope you find some peace with it.
I go to hug her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, she just hugs, wraps you up in that frog hug, gets that thing,
Yeah.
gets in there, gives you a little peck right on the right behind the eye, right? Those bulbous eyes.
And when she does that,
Mhm.
my whole body turns like a lightish red. Not like just me, like my face, like
Just the whole body, just fully flushes. Very good, very good. And
Well, who knew we had a chameleon here instead of a frog?
they do that. We have my Australian tree frog does that. He changes
yeah,
colors.
they change colors. That's why I said it.
Crazy. I did not know this until we got him.
It's a desert frog, not a tree frog.
Well, that's true. I mean, there's
I
trees.
guess he
in the
knows a
desert.
lot about trees though, so maybe.
Frog is frog.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was a tree frog before he came to the desert. I don't know. Cool. And she says, well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, but if you'll excuse me, I have some matters to attend to. Please. Oh, what's that all about?
What the heck?
Please, baby, gold.
That was from
Oh,
I hit a button on my keyboard and it did that. My bad.
how funny. I'm like, what was that?
Benny, 2 questions before you leave.
Oh, certainly, of course, Mr. Ashburnum. How can I help?
Does the name Aldrich Vane mean anything to you?
After the letter.
You guys
one.
talk for a second. I got pee. Sorry.
Well, we're gonna take a break right after this. So,
Oh, okay. I'll wait a moment.
yeah. The name Aldrich Vane? No, I'm afraid it does not. That's the name from the letter that Billy showed me, though.
And then I guess we can pass him the letter.
Yeah. Because Silas hasn't read the letter yet.
It had the symbol from that guy that killed my master.
Yep. 100%. Yeah. So
And
you give
then,
him the letter as well.
in the Mesa, are you aware of any conjurers who can summon spirits from the space between?
So, well, goodness, you're full of interesting questions, Mr. Ashburnham. I don't know from conjurers, but I do know that there are some tribal folks in these parts that might be able to perform the type of ritual you're talking about.
Where can I find them?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? They're nomadic folks, and so sometimes they come through towns for provisioning, but it's hard. They don't keep a schedule, so to speak. If you stick around
Thank
long
you,
enough,
Benny.
though, you'll surely run into one of them. You'll know them when you see them.
Sounds good. Thank you, Benny, for your hospitality. You have been an immaculate host.
And she just gives you that smile, just that winning bard smile, because she is a full bard. She just gives you that fully bard smile, and she says, "The pleasure is all mine. I'll see you gentlemen soon. I'll be headed up to the Mesa as well later, probably this evening. I just want to make sure things are squared away here first. But thank you again for all of your assistance, and I hope that when you do find your way up onto the Mesa, that you'll find your way to my humble estate. Perhaps I can do you additional kindnesses there."
Oh, I'll definitely be coming to look for you.
He says,
I mean,
"I certainly hope you will, Riberto." And then she just turns and just walks out of the room. As she does, right? So she goes back out onto the casino floor, and then there's a moment and then you hear a little bit of a commotion. And you hear. That's what you hear. No, you don't hear that. You hear Benny's voice raised a little bit, and she says, "I don't care." You could just hear it kind of saying, it's something about, "I don't care what kind of warrants you have. You can't just come snooping around on my private property like this." And yeah, go ahead.
I attempt to sneak over to lick the door to see what's going on.
To lick the door?
To look through the
door.
Oh,
look through. Sorry. On. I'm like, why are you looking?
I heard lick too.
Yeah. So you look out onto the casino floor, and you see that Benny is standing there, Milo is standing there, and the other Silas is standing there. And they are talking to two men in like very, very like gray uniforms, finely pressed. Those sort of cavalry hats, right? The cavalry brim hat with gold braids on them. And you would immediately recognize these as marshals of the Confederation. And with that, that is our break. So we are going to take our break right now, folks. We are going to, I personally am going to get another delightful non-alcoholic beverage, which is not yet a sponsor, but we hope they will be soon. I'm going to treat myself to that and also treat myself to a little bathroom time. I know that Riberto will be doing the same.
You're darn right.
For those of you who are subscribed, you will get to hear some additional cool music that's thematic. For those of you who are not, you will get to see some cool ads. So like and subscribe. We will be right back after these massages.
Massages?
The road don't care what you're running from or the weight you haul inside. Every soul's got a reason, every reason's learned to hide. Iron hearts, calloused hands, faith that bends but doesn't break. Some folks follow what they're told, some hear what the stone can't fake. You don't come out here by accident, you come because something called. The dust don't choose who walks it, but it remembers every step. Some carry maps, some carry scars, some carry promises they never kept. If you're still standing when the ground hums low and the sky won't tell you why, you weren't meant to pass through quiet. You were meant to decide. One learned the land by listening, one learned it by the blade. One still talks to ancient things, one left and now's afraid. Not all ghosts stay buried deep, not all truths need names. Sometimes fate just clears its throat and calls you back the same. You don't hear the warning first, you feel it in your bones. The dust don't choose who walks it, but it knows who's built to stay. Some were forged in open sky, some learned to pray another way. If you ride when others hide, if you stand when others lie, you weren't meant to pass through quiet. You were meant to decide. The dust don't choose who walks it, but it remembers every name. Not for glory, not for gold, just who stood when it came. If the ground breaks open underneath and the past won't stay denied, you weren't meant to pass through quiet. You were meant to decide. The road keeps going. The land keeps score.
Hello and welcome back.
My God, you scared me.
All right, so before the break, we Benny had just provided our adventurers with tokens to use a private lift that she had that would take them up to the top of Style Mesa. So, what's the what's the plan?
Some folks follow what they're told.
I believe we're missing the other two.
Oh, jeez.
I'm thinking Riberto's going to want to go help her.
I forgot to check. Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah. So she was arguing with these two men that are distinctly marshals. Chat, while we wait for Riberto to get back, first of all, thank you for being with us tonight. This is episode 6, so if you want to catch up, if you're a little bit lost, the first 5 episodes are all on YouTube. Go check out my YouTube channel. Get a subscribe there, and you can catch up with the rest of it.
Now, when we say marshals, we're talking about the same guys who brought the chest on board that had the crystals.
This is a different set of people. So these are like...
It's not the trained people.
No, not the trained people. No. These are like federal marshals.
Feds.
Yeah, it's the feds, the federales.
It's the fuzz.
It is exactly that. So again, just as we're waiting for Riberto to come back, so the government of the Drylands it's actually a confederation of corporations, a confederation of Eastern corporations, and they control everything. So the military, the police, the whole 9 yards is all run by this conglomeration of corporations. So marshals like this, Confederate marshals like this, there are some of them that are good, but there are many of them who are deeply corrupt. The Confederation operates things very clearly for profit. Like that's kind of the uniting aspect of all things Confederation, is that it's all about profit. Now it stands side by side with the church, the Synod of the New Gods, and that is all about creating order. The Synod of the New Gods is all about creating order. Their clergy is very specifically ranked, and their ceremonies are very highly ritualized, very orderly. They have to do with recitations and repetitions and things like that. So that is and there's a kind of an uncomfortable alliance between the Synod and the Confederation, because the Synod understands that the Confederation helps bring order to the lawless lands, and the Confederation recognizes that there is some profit to be had when people have unifying beliefs. So they work kind of hand in hand, but again, they don't really like each other. They just work together, so to speak. It's not a state church, so to speak, but it's probably the next best thing. Yeah. So that's what we got.
Frog is still gone.
The frog is still gone. I should have checked before I came back from Greg. My goodness. Chat, how's it going out there? How's everybody doing? What's going on in chat land? Anything? Nothing at all? Let's see. While we wait, I guess, let's do this.
Hey, buddy.
Let's do this. Hold up. Pull up something real fast. Where are we at with the... A little over half.
Say hi, Orphy.
Hi, Ophi.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
How's it going?
How's it going? Looking at... You saw a school bus on Facebook Marketplace? That's weird.
Yeah. I got the school bus.
A school... Oh, hey,
Got
he's
the play-
back.
Okay.
Go play with your school bus.
Bye, school bus. All right. So, Riberto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you saw these two marshals kind of arguing a little bit with Benny. They seem to want to search the place, or they seem to want something.
I look back at the other guys. I'm like, it's the feds.
Who called the police?
Right.
It's the po-po.
So what do the three of you want to do?
Maybe we should go say something.
I'll be like, you go do that.
Okay. And I just go out there.
Okay. All right.
So
yeah,
gotta shake my head, stand up, and follow him.
very good. All right, so the two of you go. Billy, you're just staying behind.
I'll stay behind for now. I'm still eating.
Okay, cool. So as you're coming up, the one gentleman, there's two of them. One's a little bit taller than the other. He's got that, that mustache, that delightful Western mustache. A little bit of a chin beard thing as well. And he's saying,
Talking about a Fu Manchu.
yes, he's got the Fu Manchu, exactly.
What?
And
You don't know what a Fu Manchu is, my man?
No, I've never heard of that.
he's never heard of a peach. You think he knows what a Fu Manchu
Yeah,
is?
that's a good point.
I'm Googling it.
Yeah, Google it. You'll
the-
see it.
It's very
That's what it's
Asian
called.
inspired.
Very Asian inspired.
Facial hair.
It's of the Asian persuasion, some people say. Some say. All right.
The Hulk Hogan thing.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan. There you go. That's kind of it. And
Yes,
he's-
kind of.
So that taller one is saying to you, saying, listen, Miss Benny, I'm not here to cause you problems, but there's been a murder aboard this ship, and the Confederation has interest in such matters. That's what you roll up on.
I just look at him. I just walk up to him, even though I'm small.
Yeah.
And I'm
There wasn't
like,
a murder here.
we already figured that out, bud. No need to worry.
And he turns around and he looks at you and he says, excuse me, sir?
I said we already figured out that murder. You're good.
He says, I appreciate your amateur sleuthing, but a proper investigation must be filed with the Confederation.
How many of them are there again, too?
Say that again?
There's two of them, right?
There are two of them, yeah. There's the taller one who's got, his hair is blonde, and then the shorter one's got dark hair, a little bit graying at the temples. He's clean-shaven. The shorter one is clean-shaven. Both human.
Okay. Well, what do you guys even need to do? We've already wrapped this up. The guy who killed the guy is dead because some other guy killed that guy.
He says, he takes a second to do that math in his head because it doesn't quite make sense. It doesn't quite add up to him, and so he finally says, listen, Mr.
Riberto.
Mr. Riberto, I do appreciate your assistance. I'm grateful, but there is paperwork that has to be filed. There are documents that need to be filled out. There are interviews that need to be had. Certainly, you would be one of those people that will need to interview. I would ask you to, to stick around so that we can make sure we get your story. And Benny finally looks at him and she says, Riberto, just let him do what they got to do. These Confeds, they think they own everything, so just let them do their thing. And she says, and she points her finger right in this guy's face, and she says, but I don't want anybody anywhere near anything without me knowing about it. She says, I don't want you just crawling around. You're gonna have escort the whole time you're here. And she says, Milo, and Milo comes and goes, yes, yeah, what's going on? And she says, I want you to escort these gentlemen, make sure that they get what they need, but nothing more. And the first...
I go to walk up to Benny to try to whisper and be like, but these guys are goofy looking. But I mess up and I just whisper to the guy I was talking to.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. He looks at you, and he just, like, kind of dusts his hat off a little bit. And he says... Oh. Sorry. I was getting a weather forecast. So Milo leads them away, and they head off into the various, kind of up towards the staterooms.
Before they leave, I hail the marshal and say, Marshal, just real quick for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of a man who has a tattoo on his forearm with a snake that's eating itself?
He says, a snake that's eating itself?
You ever heard of that?
No, I can't say that I have.
Okay.
That's a new one by me. I will put that in my report. And he says, I'm sorry, I don't think we've had the pleasure.
I don't think we have either.
You were, nothing?
I'm here.
Not giving me anything? No? Your name, sir. Your
I'm
name.
here.
What's your name, sir?
Marshal, what's your name?
What's my name? That's a good question. Hold on, I have it written down.
His name is Silas.
He's lawyering him right now. Don't answer the cops on anything.
He says, my name is Marshal Vex Marin.
Stupid name.
Marshal Vera, nice to meet you. My name is Silas.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Silas. Were you involved in this whole foo-for-all?
Part of it, yes. Part of it, no.
And which part would that be? The murdering part or the not murdering part?
Are you asking me if I was the murderer?
No, I'm asking you if you are a witness to the murder.
None of us were a witness to the murder.
Okay. All right.
We were elsewhere. We heard a gunshot, came up, and saw the poor man dead.
Very well. Very well. Well, then it sounds like that you've not much more to offer me than that. So go about your business, and we will go about ours. He looks... I'm going to spend a fear.
Jerk.
As you're talking, so Silas, you're kind of, your back is to the room, the VIP room, where Billy's at. And as you're talking, you notice his glance kind of like goes over your shoulder and into that room. And as he's talking...
Is that door not closed?
No, door's not closed. This is a curtain. So it's not actually a door. It's a curtain, and the curtain is drawn aside. I mean, I guess it's a doorway, but it's just got a curtain. The curtain's drawn aside, and he just looks. He looks across for a second, and you get that. You get that look on his face that people get. Whoa, Billy's over there. Billy just flew across my screen.
The room. I guess we're done.
And
I guess we should be like right here.
It doesn't matter. There's just a moment where he looks like he's looking at something. He's trying to work it out in his brain. But then it's gone, and he just he goes back about his business. He seems to have taken a mental note of something, though. So the marshals go off with Milo. Benny goes back into one of the back offices, and business seems to go back to relative normal aboard the Golden Eddy. As normal as it's been since you got here, anyway.
While we're working, or while we're waiting,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go outside and finally bury Flip.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
You go outside to where so you go out down the gangway and down to
I follow the blood trail because
right. Well, it's been mopped up. Like things have been cleaned up.
cleaned
Oh,
up.
okay.
It's been overnight.
You go out there and you find where the body of Flip had been just kind of laid. It's actually now loaded up onto a wagon. And the wagon's hitched up to a couple of horses, and sitting up on the top of the runner, as if to drive the horses, is Preacher Cobb, the itinerant preacher.
Hey, religious guy, where are you taking them?
Ah, my son. I'm
not your son.
Yes, my son. I understand. It's a figure of speech, my friend.
I don't know what that means, but go ahead.
Right. Clearly this poor man has come to a horrible end. Burial rites must be performed. Alas, I cannot take him up to the top of the mesa to bury him in the cemetery there. I understand there is a small gravesite a couple miles out of town. I was going to transport him there, and these gentlemen, and as he points over, there's a couple of kind of swarthy-looking dock worker type guys. He said these gentlemen have been kind enough to accompany me for the burial proceedings.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're gonna bury him, I guess we could do that.
He
Yeah,
says,
that works.
you want to help me bury him?
Nah. If you're gonna do it, we don't have to worry about that.
Very good. Then I will see to it that it gets done. Did you know the departed?
He was sort of a friend.
Very briefly.
He says, well,
Like 20 minutes.
is there anyone that you know of that we should notify? Next of kin, family?
I don't know anyone. I don't think he really had any family, as far as I know.
Interesting.
He just seemed.
You should break.
He was a
these
nice
things.
little guy.
Very well. Well, thank you for the information. I will see to it that he is laid to rest in peace.
Thank you.
Certainly. And the two guys get up onto the wagon, and they drive it kind of towards the east, where this cemetery must be.
Okay.
You find yourself at the foot of the mesa once again. You've got the train tracks that run in between the river and the mesa itself. The two elevators that are there, both still broken and shattered. You see there are large crews that are working on them. There's some people who are actually dangling from the top of the thing, like they've been lowered down on ropes. They're kind of working on the tracks that go up and down these things. But it's you could tell. I mean, it's just a huge mess. Like it's still going to be, at the best, you would say days before these things come back online. So yeah. So you want to make your way to the private elevator?
Yeah, I guess
So
we
it's,
should.
I mean, it's several miles around the base of this thing. Are we riding? Are we mounting up?
Oh yeah, I'm pulling Fred out.
Yeah. So you pull out the Pokeball case and you open it up, and Fred pops out. It gives you little nuzzles, little nuzzles, and nudges
Hey.
with the
Is he
nose.
just going on his own?
What's that?
Yeah, what are these two doing?
I don't know. I thought that they had followed you.
I was trying to. Yeah, sure. I guess that works.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because the marshals had gone away, right? So there was nothing more
Yeah.
to do with them. So you guys kind of slipped out behind that. So you mount up, ride around to the back of the the mesa. Takes you probably a couple hours to get around. It's a very, very big, broad mesa. When you finally get to the back, you find there is this old, wooden, rickety looking. I mean, it's like it's very clearly ancient compared to the very, very nice lifts that you saw up front. But there is a gentleman at a little sort of a guard booth that's right at the foot of it there. You can see the machinery that runs this from the ground level. It's these sort of winch, this big wheel turning sort of thing that's got the cables attached to it. And you can see within the makings of that, the warm purple glow of that natural essentia that powers all of the technology. And as you approach the gate, the young gentleman who is in the guard booth, he stands up, got a little hat, he straightens his hat, and he says, "Gentlemen, is there anything I could do to help you today?"
We would like to go up.
Up to the. You want to go on this elevator?
Yep.
Yes.
We do.
I'm so sorry. This
Pull
is
out
a.
tokens.
You pull out the tokens? And he's in the middle of saying, no, you can't do that. And then he sees the tokens and he says, I understand. VIP guests, of course.
It's taking me a minute. I just start pulling stuff out of my bag, just random like things, like piece of
He's
fur,
already got
a knife I
Silas already
found.
has it out. He's already
A
said
skull.
he can go.
There's a skull.
There it is.
Right? Just okay. Yeah, you eventually come to it. There's cheese like
Yeah.
in there, just like cheese. I don't know. We don't know why.
Shredded cheese back up.
Random junk.
Yeah. So he loads the three of you onto the elevator, and he pulls the lever and like starts to crawl.
This
its
thing
way.
makes some weird noises.
Yeah, it's like it's very. You're concerned, right? You have reason to be concerned.
I'm sorry, you said VIP, sir?
He says, yeah, that's what those tokens mean. It means that you're, personal guests of Miss Benny.
This won't feel very VIP.
Well, yeah, it's, you are getting up to the top of the mesa. That's something that most people aren't doing right now. So, and so the lift continues to go up to the top. Takes probably 20 minutes to get you all the way to the top. Very, very high.
During the trip,
Mhm.
I look over to them and tell them, I think there are some things that we should talk about so that we can both understand what happened last night.
Like what?
I don't think that they know anything what happened to me.
No, they don't. Yeah, they don't have any clue. Talk
I mean,
it
During
up.
the trip up,
Don't know.
during the trip up, I let them know what happened. What happened when I went to the room. That I've got Flip's glasses. I don't know where they came from, and then tell them about my experience in the space between.
Very nice. Very nice.
I just look at him and I go, I told you that religious stuff was a bunch of gobbledygook. I told you.
Listen,
I guess
I'm convinced that there's a blue ghost that's been following us, and I'm convinced that it's the blue goblin girl. That's why I asked Benny if we could find a conjurer.
Goblins.
I need to find this tribe.
I think we also let him know about the details of the investigation.
The details of the investigation.
Well, he was
What we did last
smoking.
night.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you guys are taking this time just to share kind of your stories about what's going on.
Aldrich Vane is at the middle of it, apparently.
That man is dead.
No, that was Puck Orin.
Puck Orin is dead.
Yeah.
Aldrich
Orin
is on
is
your
Aldrich.
Aldrich is
No,
On
I don't believe
your-
they're the same person.
Yes,
letter-
they are the same person.
That's what the letter said.
Yeah. So that's the letter that that Billy has.
Oh,
Basically says that Aldrich Vane is Puck Orin's real name.
Yep.
Yeah. So, which he was trying to cover up. This is why he basically got blackmailed into killing Flip Tattletale. That's basically what you found out from him.
And then to make up for it, he just jumped into someone trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Right.
But that doesn't explain the bald man,
Not bald man.
the one who
dude
killed my
with the snake
master. Who also,
tattoo.
Oh,
Yeah,
random
he
bald
killed-
guy.
He killed him,
He did do that. I'll give you that.
but it just doesn't. I don't understand.
Anybody who knows the name Aldrich Vane or the snake tattoo can point us in the direction of where we need to go for all that.
Yeah. Good idea.
And I think this goblin girl knows more than's been let on.
It's a good
I
point.
need to find a way to summon a ghost from the space between.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
That is an awful idea.
2 times last night, I saw a blue figure, a blue ghost-like apparition
Was there something in
at the
water?
place.
So why are you
And
going to
one
drag
of
us into this?
One of them wrote the name Aldrich Vane. She was telling us who the killer was, and then I go to the space between, and she saves me. There's something more there to it. I guarantee it.
Sounds like you had interesting experience.
So, as you're having this conversation, right? You finally make it to the top, right? It takes about 20 minutes to get to the top. So now you are up on top of the elevator stops, and you're able to let yourself out of this, this little cage that it kind of has enclosed you. You're able to go out to the back. There's another machine house that's at the top. This wooden structure. It's got the other piece of the winch mechanism. And as you step out, immediately in front of you, there's it's a big empty kind of space. There is a road that's in front of you, an unpaved road certainly, but it looks like it's well worn by wagon wheels and things like that. Off to your left, in quite the distance, there are some structures that are kind of piled up, almost some scaffolding type things that you would see. You would recognize these, possibly. Well, would you recognize these? Let's see.
Should we make a roll?
You want to make a roll to recognize?
Yeah, I
You can
guess.
do that.
Sounds fun.
Why
I'm
don't
gonna
I
roll.
have you all? I'm gonna have you all make a knowledge roll.
Oh boy. My lowest stat, and yet I seem to hit criticals on it every time.
I know, right? I don't know how. So many criticals.
A 6
Okay,
for fear.
not
for
this
me.
time. And that's a crit.
Let's
Oh, there you go.
That's what I was hoping for. I need to get that hook up.
All right. And I get a fear. Thank you for the fear. And I get another fear. Thank you for the fear.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
14 with fear for me.
Okay, perfect. So, Billy, you would, of the
Yep.
3, you would recognize this, and Silas, you would recognize this as well. So Essentia mines, right, are often vertical shafts instead of, a shaft that kind of is drilled, down into things. They're vertical shafts. And so this is the type of machinery that would lower people down into one of these mine shafts. That's what you're looking at, the scaffolding. So there's this one set of scaffolding that's kind of close to you, and then in the far distance, there's another set of scaffolding that looks a little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner. And you remember that they had told you, right, that there was an old mine here that was a very rich Essentia mine, but that it was mysteriously purchased by nobody seems to know who, and it was closed down. And then there is a newer mine that's been significantly less lucrative, but it's still there, that is still in operation. You're guessing the further distant one is probably the newer mine, and then the one that's closer to you is the older mine. And then the road runs past both of these things, and then it also runs off to your right, and that seems to be you can see some, like, a clustering of buildings in that direction. Seems to be more towards where the town is.
Can we
Okay.
head to town?
You want to go into an abandoned mine?
That also sounds like it could be fun. Not
My
what I
thought is
said.
we go find Silas. He said he had maybe a job for us.
He's still down
Silas.
below, though, isn't
You mean
he?
Eli Mercer?
Yeah, Eli Mercer.
Eli
And they call
Mercer,
me
the
the
last
dumb
place
one.
you saw him was on the Golden Eddy. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're the first ones who got back up here out of everybody.
Of the people who are down in the bottom, certainly, yeah, you guys were the first ones that made it back up. Insofar as you know, anyway. I mean, I don't, maybe Benny lets other people use the elevator as well.
Well, to be fair, also the boat was on lockdown until we left.
Also true. Also true.
I don't even think it was out of lockdown.
I mean,
We did tell her she's gonna.
Yeah. No. It was the boat had been unlocked down at that point. So yeah, as you're there, the dust kind of blows across the top of the mesa. You've got that desert vegetation, a little bit of the tumbleweeds and the low sort of bushes, scrub brush, those sorts of things. So where would you like to go first?
My thought is we can go to the saloon. Maybe we can find someone there who can point us in a direction that works.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea.
Besides, we've been riding for a few hours, getting up the elevator. I could use a drink.
So you're going headed into town then, taking the right road off into town there?
I don't drink,
Yep.
but I'm fine with that.
Perfect.
Yeah. As we're going into town, he says he wants to drink. I think I said I stole a bottle of whiskey.
That's right. You did.
So I'll hand him a bottle.
You're handing Silas a bottle?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just a whole bottle. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't figure he's gonna drink the whole thing, but I didn't bring glasses, so.
I mean, it's more than likely that Riberto has glasses somewhere in his bag.
I mean, I could look.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's probably somewhere in his loincloth. Apparently.
That's true.
No,
He reaches deep into the cloacal region and just gets
like
comes
all the
out
way
to-
up to the shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, like the arm goes in up to right up to the
I
elbow.
don't
at
store
least.
anything in there.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, you now have a bottle and you're now headed into town. We're gonna say
Cheers,
that
mate.
You were able to fit your mounts on the elevator as well.
Oh no, I just put them back in the thing.
Yeah. Put them back in the Pokeball case.
We just rode the elevator on the mounts.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's what it's designed for. But that's why you can't fit too many people on it, right? Because it's you got a horse and a baby unicorn and a direwolf that you got to fit on there.
Yep.
So, it was a tight fit, but you managed it. How about that?
The mounts were all stacked on top of each other.
Yeah. They were fully like what is that? What is that game? We stack it's called Camel Up. I don't know if you've seen this game. It's called Camel Up. And yeah,
it's a great game.
Yeah, it is a great game. It's in my collection. And you just stack the camels on top of each other when they land on the same square. It's basically that. That was what happened.
Yep.
As you go, so you start to go into town and you start to recognize that there are people who are sort of milling around. You're getting a few looks here and there. People are not really expecting people to come from that side of town. You see some people who are dressed in sort of heavy canvas clothes that have like these really big kind of gauntlet gloves on, and then those mining hats. Hey Ben, those mining hats with the shiny light on the top. You see, your regularly dressed people, your shopkeepers. As you come through town, you come through what looks like a sort of a market square as well. There's just stalls and there's bustling around. There's some food and things like that are out there. And then you do see a building in the distance that's two levels, 2 stories. And it looks like it's probably, if there's a saloon, it probably looks like that's what it is. It's across the street from a building that looks almost like a civic sort of building. Not civet, like the cat, but civic. Maybe a town hall. Yeah, maybe a town hall or a courthouse or something like that.
Okay.
And and then you got behind it. You've got. In fact, here I can.
New map. New map reveal?
New
no,
map?
I don't have a map like a map. Well, I mean, I have a map. You're going into the saloon, right?
Yeah.
So at the saloon, there's a sign that's hanging over the top, and it says "Long Drink Saloon," right? And we'll go to that map. There we go.
Oh,
We got
look
a
at
saloon.
that.
We got a whole saloon here. Oh, wait a minute.
Yo.
Not like,
Oh,
what's not the
well,
right
maybe
size?
not a whole saloon, but most of it.
Yeah, it's a piece of a saloon. This is not what we want. Hold up.
Please hold. Your call is very important.
Right? Hang on. Right? I don't know how I've done this, but I've done it. Okay. Yeah. Might have to drag us to a new page here. There we go. Nice. There we go. Oh, that's very small.
Nice.
All right, here we go. So here's your saloon that you have. Let me drop. So yeah, you walk in. It's your typical kind of Western saloon. You see people playing at card tables. You see there's some people shooting pool over on the side. You've got the classic bar with whatever the skull is of this thing. It's massive. That's hanging over the top of the bar. There's various different patrons here, there, and everywhere. There appears to be a couple of rooms that are off of this. There's a piano in one corner that is being played by a clank, which, as you may remember, clanks are like the robot people. So this one's a clank, but he's in that shirt with the garter belts holding up the sleeves, and he's got the suspenders.
Yep.
He's just playing away at the piano. Yeah, and generally just seems like a good time. There's a staircase up to the second floor over on this side, and this is where you find yourself. This is the Long Drink Saloon.
Is it a full second floor or is it a loft kind of thing?
No, it appears to be a full second floor. Yeah.
I'm like looking over this whole map.
You're looking over the whole map?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Oh, yeah.
Just like
Feel free.
enjoying it, yeah.
Feel free.
Strange dead bodies in the corner.
Yeah, there's dead bodies. No, there's no dead bodies in the corner.
Oh,
Oh, why is the pool
So we go
table
find a
not
table
square?
and order some food.
All right, so you're going to go to the pool table and order food?
No, a table.
Oh, a table. I'm like, that's weird.
Sit at the pool table, no chair.
Find an empty table.
My empty.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
perfect.
go up to the bar and just stare at the skull.
All right, perfect. And you're, of course, like well below the bar height.
Oh yeah.
The bartender
Look like a little
is.
child.
Yeah, exactly. The bartender is.
Are you old enough to be in here?
Right.
I'm 57.
Is
that
a
canon?
human?
No.
And is that canon? Yes. So bartender's human, pretty normal height. You are not. You are very short. So you're standing there. So, and she looks down and she says, "There's something I can get for you, sir."
Water.
Water?
Sparkling.
You said chocolate?
Sparkling water.
Sparkling. Sparkling water. And she laughs. She says, "You hear that, Charlie? The frog wants sparkling water." And he said, "Of course he does." She says, "I'm sorry. We don't carry sparkling water around these parts." She says, I can get you a jug of well water if you'd like."
And I just look at her because I don't understand sarcasm.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just like, no, I want well water.
She's like, "Here you go." And she just puts it in front of you. Goes back to work.
What's a Terratex doing?
What is
I'm with Silas.
Yeah, Billy and Silas, what are you guys? You said you were finding a table and
Find an empty table.
gonna order some food?
Flag down a waitress and order some food.
yeah. So you find a table. You're able to sit down at it. There
Is
is
Silas paying? I don't have any money.
just behind you. There is an orc, a dwarf, and an elf. They walk in a dwarf, an elk, an elk,
A dork.
a
Yeah, that
dwarf,
too.
an orc, and an elf walk into a bar. Yeah, they're playing cards. They're playing poker behind you, for sure. Chips stacked high on the table. And a barmaid comes up to you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, looking for some food. What are you guys cooking up today?
She says, "Well, we have a fresh stew that's quite delightful." She says, "We're also doing a variety of steaks. We have some wild desert elk steaks that have just come in from the well, not just come in from the foot of the mesa. It's been a couple of days since, as you may or may not know, the elevators seem to be cut off. To which point, I'm so sorry. I don't think I've seen any of you here before. Are the elevators back in service?
Climbed.
No, they're not. We got up here just before they ended.
Oh, interesting. Where have you been staying here in town then?
This is going to
I'm
be
sure
our
he knows
first day in town. We were just out of town. So everything happened yesterday. Everything was going a little crazy. Didn't really know where to go, so we just stayed over by the elevators yesterday and
Oh, you.
making our way into town today to find some lodging and some food.
Oh goodness, you spent the night outdoors?
It's a nice night.
Oh yeah, but
I don't mind sleeping under the stars.
weren't you worried about the big bugs?
They seem
Oh,
to be
they're friendly.
gone.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you made it. Yeah. So anyway, elk steaks. We got some delightful stew, and certainly a varying range of assorted spirits. If you'd like to partake.
As they're talking to them, is it okay if I walk over to them now?
Yeah, of course, 100%. Yeah. Listen. We're role playing. You can do whatever you want.
And I'm like walking up behind the server person so they don't even notice me.
Yeah, she's in that kind of not the tavern dress, right? Not the medieval tavern dress, but you know the one I'm talking about, right? The saloon dress, right? It's got the big kind of poofy skirts, and yeah, she's still talking to them. You want to get her attention?
I'll take a stew with some bread.
Right, one stew, one bread. Understood. Perfect.
No, I just walk by and like, hello.
Oh.
And they just sit down.
And she's well, hello, sir. I got
Who's
one
this
stew
guy?
and a bread. What can I get for the other two of you?
Silas, you're
I'm not
paying. I
hungry,
don't have
thank
any
you.
money.
Here, I tell you what, because I have no need for money, because I got that one handful I found. I give it to Billy. I'm like, here, get something, poor
Got
boy.
it, Billy. You have a handful of. You now have a handful of gold.
Yay! I'll just go some like I don't know. Yeah, bread and stew.
Perfect. All right, got bread and stew, and you, Mr. Ribbit, sir.
I'm good. I'm not hungry.
All right, very good. You have the water.
Yeah.
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 You just your mug of water. Understood. Perfect.
And
All
some
right.
ale for the table,
So
too.
she goes off to do her thing, and there's the little jingle. You know, the saloon doors they open, and there's that little jingling sound, right?
Mhm.
Jingles. Everybody looks up, and you all look over across, and silhouetted in the doorway is the shape of an infernus. So an infernus being the kind of devil person that Silas is.
Yeah.
This particular one is a woman. She has bright red skin. She's got that tail, that little devil tail that kind of goes. She's wearing a leather vest, tight leather chaps, like riding chaps. Very prominent 6-shooters. Women. Yes. We finally got to the women, guys. Like bright, shiny 6-shooters on either hip, like prominently displayed. Shotgun, slung across the back as well. She's got that hat, that ultra wide brim, and just a cigar in her mouth as well. And she puffs on it, and she says, as she walks in, she says, "Hello, boys. It's been too long." And then some people some people are very clearly avoiding her gaze. Other people are just waving to her. She waves back, points at him. "I see you there, Bill." And
I'm just like staring at her. I'm like,
yeah. And then her gaze lands on you. Cigar comes out of the mouth, and she walks straight over your table. She takes that fourth chair out from the table, pulls it out, turns around backwards, sits down on it, cigar back in her mouth. She says, "Well, now, the three of you don't belong here at all, do you?"
Actually, we
I'm
do.
gonna-
We sat at this table.
Have my hand on my gun at the ready, you know?
Got it. She sees, she notices that you're...
That's kind of the point.
You're not trying to hide it, right? Yeah.
I'm not like trying to be super sneaky of like, is this a problem?
Yeah, you see her take note of it, but she doesn't acknowledge it in any way. She just takes note of it. And she says, "We don't get the pleasure of many out-of-towners these days. What brings you all to town?"
What does bring us to town?
I was kind of wondering that when we were coming up. Like,
Well, I am looking for a bald man with a tattoo. Kind of looks like this. And I show her the thingy. He killed somebody. We were looking.
I'm sorry. You show her the what are you showing her? I'm confused.
The
Ouroboros.
tattoo, the Ouroboros tattoo.
You just have a
Or like
tattoo.
the symbol.
Oh, the symbol on the wax seal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Picture of the tattoo.
I have a picture of the tattoo. Yeah, I was in the water
On its
bleeding,
phone.
nearly dead, and I took a picture.
She says,
Yeah.
"Don't mean nothing to me." And she sticks
Never
the
seen him.
cigar back in her mouth. She says,
Can
"I
I
seen nobody
detect
like
lies
that."
on that?
You
I
want to
think
say,
that
"Yeah,
we
of
missed
course."
the pleasantries.
Listen, we're role playing. You can do whatever you want. We're gonna make a roll on that. It's gonna be that will be, of course, an instinct roll.
And I'm guessing I get my detect lies extra thing.
Yeah. If you've got a feature that you can use, by all means, use it.
You think she's lying about not knowing the bald guy?
I figured it's better to check.
I don't think anyone
I
knows
agree.
the bald guy at this point.
So I can see anything related to this, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
20
that's a 20 with hope. So yeah.
And now I have max.
Yeah, no, she like you would have absolutely no reason to disbelieve what she's saying. She appears to have no
Okay, good.
idea who this guy is.
I believe that we missed the pleasantries here, madam. My name is Silas. Frog Boy here is Riberto. And
Hello.
the kind man over there with his hand on his 6-shooter, Billy.
Who
What do we
shouldn't
call
have his
you?
hand on his 6-shooter, and I slap him in the back of his head. Be kind.
God forbid someone comes up as unfriendly, and I want to be ready if they're trying to fight after they're like, "You don't belong here."
She says, "Oh, never mind that." She says, "I like a man who knows his way around his own weapon." She sticks out her hand to Billy, and she says, "The name is Williams, Gentry Williams."
I'll shake her hand and say,
You
"Nice
did that
to
on
meet you,
purpose."
Jim William."
Very good. She
Gentry,
says,
pleasure to meet you.
"You as well, sir. It's a pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure." What do we owe the pleasure? That's is there somebody you're looking for other than was it just the bald man with a snake tattoo?
Here is looking for the bald man. He wronged him recently and heard that he might
Recently?
be around these parts. But I had always heard about the Ascension mines and, figured that now is as good a time as any to see such a marvelous wonder.
She says, "Well,"
And I'll tell her I'm just here looking for work.
She says, all right. So work. We got some sightseeing with the mines, and we got a vengeance. Path of vengeance over here. She says, well, that's quite a posse you got. She says, now I might be able to do something about some of those. I might just have work, and that work might just take one to the mine, but I don't know if y'all be interested.
As long
What
as the
kind of
work
work we
pays in
talking
gold
about?
and not weird wooden tokens.
Wait, say it again?
What?
As long as the work pays in gold, ignore the rest of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course.
He's a very ungrateful man.
Don't be ridiculous. She says, I always make sure the people who do work for me are paid quite well. Quite well. You can ask anyone.
That sounds good.
All right.
She says, all right, then.
What,
Yep, go ahead.
what kind of work we talking about, Gentry?
Says, well, I don't think, and she looks around her a little bit. Let's just say I don't think this is quite the right environment to be having this talk. I think perhaps you should come visit me at my digs, and we can speak further about this.
And where and when would that be?
Oh, you can find me out of town on the north side, just at the edge of the mesa. You'll know it when you see
What
it.
cardinal direction was the thing we came up on?
The thing you came up on would have been on the west side.
Okay, and the main lift's on the east side?
Main lifts are on the south side. So yours would be on the west side. She's saying her place is to the north side. And the town is kind of situated over on the east, in the eastern quadrant. Okay. Yeah. So the mines are kind of far to the west. You don't know what's to the north. She's saying that, wherever she comes from is from the north, but you're guessing based on kind of what you saw when you came in, it looks like more like dwellings, like more houses and stuff like that. And then in the southeast corner is where the town itself is situated for the most part.
Okay.
And I got ice cream. Nice.
We good? Did he throw up? Oh, jeez.
So,
And Silas disappeared.
and Silas is gone.
And suddenly, Silas is very busy here.
Anyway,
Sorry, I got a vomiting child. I'll be right back.
Yay! Let's take a break. I think we should probably take a break then.
yeah, give him a minute. Yeah.
Let's take 5. We're going to take 5 real
Take
quick.
5.
Chat, we'll be right back after this. Hang out with us.
Technical difficulties.
Watch some cool stuff. We got technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
it's moving, aim high. Eyes forward, knuckles tight. This land don't back down polite. You don't win by standing still. You win by nerve and will. When the ground starts shaking loose, that's your cue. Kick the dust, make it blind. If it breathes, it bleeds in time. Kick the dust, hold the line. This ain't fate, it's fight tonight. Kick the dust, stand your ground. Let 'em hear that dryland sound. Kick the dust, no retreat. If it falls and our fate. No clean hands out here, friend. Just how hard you're willing to bend. Pain talks loud, fear talks cheap. Only the stubborn live to speak. Heart pounding, grin cracked wide. This is where the living decide. When the odds say run and hide, that's when you lean in harder. If the sky starts coming down, don't look up. Kick the dust, make it blind. If it moves, it's out of line. Kick the dust, break the calm. Every scar just proves you're strong. Kick the dust, hear it roar. This land's kept score before. Kick the dust, one more round. Winner standing when it's said last die. No prayers left, no time to plead. Just one good swing and stubborn need. Laugh when it gets too loud. That's how you scare what haunts you Kick the dust, burn it bright. Leave your shadow in the fight. Kick the dust, hit and run. When it's over, we're still one. Kick the dust, no delay. This is how the DRYLANDS play. Kick the dust, make it count. Only thing that matters now. Hey, kick it up. Kick the dust.
He's here.
Hey, we made it back. Good
We did.
stuff. We made it. We're here, guys. We're doing it.
Sweet.
Yay. All right.
Hi.
Perfect. So yes. Giant
Oh.
that's me.
I need to be distracted.
So yes. You have all been talking to Gentry Williams, who claims she has a job for you. But you need to come and visit her out at her digs, which are north of town. Having said this, she stands up and the server, the barmaid, is like coming back to the table, and Gentry tips her hat to you, and she says, "If you gentlemen want to take me up on my offer, you know where to find me. But for now, you'll find me at the bar." And she steps over to the bar, goes down, she says, slams her hand down on the thing, and says, "Let's get some of that red vein whiskey up in here." And they start pouring her shots. The server sets your stuff down, and she says, "Well, you didn't waste any time at all."
I'll try not to.
And I take the shot, but yeah.
She seems like a formidable woman.
Well, there's a reason they call her the Outlaw Queen. She's
The Outlaw Queen, huh?
yeah. That's what they call her around these parts, at least. She's not the safest company you can keep, but to each their own, I suppose.
All right.
As
What's her reputation?
Uh,
The Outlaw Queen. What does that mean?
oh well, she is she and her posse are known to be the most formidable outlaws in this area of the Drylands. Certainly.
Question for you.
Yes.
Does she pay the posse well?
Oh yes.
Okay, just had to double
There,
check.
I have not been there. I cannot speak from personal experience, but what I can tell you is that those who have seen their hideout say it is lavish, that it is bedecked with fineries. In fact, quite nice. So yeah. I mean, she can definitely pay, but she also sometimes people who work for her end up dead, one way or another. It seems like maybe they're not in the safest of industries, so to speak. But again, I say to each their own.
Criminals.
And
Most industries are the safest one.
she says, "Well, I'll leave you gentlemen to it. If there's anything else you need, please don't hesitate." And she goes back towards what appears to be the kitchen area. Another jingling at the door. Ice cream gun. Another jingling at the door, and a gentleman walks in. Appears to be he looks like maybe he is a clerk of some kind. He's got the glasses on, and he's got the little visor hat thing on that like a bank teller.
Oh,
would have.
yeah.
He's this guy, and he walks in. He is very clearly looking for something, and he looks around. He comes over to you. He sees you, and he makes a beeline for you. Kind of steps up to very quickly. He says, "Gentlemen, hello." He says,
I
"Hello. I have come to bring you a message." And that
From who?
message. Good question. The message is from the mayor. From Mayor Hale.
Oh.
Yes.
To one of us or all of us?
Oh, I would assume to all of you. You are the three who drove off the insects from the lifts. Are you not?
We might be.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. I know most of the people here in town, and you're not any of them. So,
All right, just give us the message.
Just give us
These
the
two,
message.
these two are distrusting as
yes,
hell.
of course.
Yeah.
Let me see. What was it? Hold on, just a minute. Sorry. He says Mayor Hale would like to see you at the city hall.
Like now, or
At your convenience, I believe.
are you like a
Finish
messenger?
our
You
meal.
okay, are you okay, buddy? You're real.
What kind of
shaky.
messenger doesn't know their message?
Well, I mean, okay. This is not normally the sort of thing that I would do, but
Yes,
with,
yes.
with much of the staff trapped down on the lower levels because of the lifts, I am having to fill many roles, and one of them is to deliver this message to you. And I am doing the best that I can, and I don't appreciate the criticism because this is not
buddy.
my job. I'm just
Please
doing
calm
it.
down.
He's like,
For not a messenger, you're doing fine.
He's
If you were a
actively
full-time
sweating.
messenger, I would be a little
He's
concerned.
like, yeah, he's like getting all hyped. I walk up to him and I just get a hold of yourself.
he's,
Slap the guy. He's not an actual messenger.
his glasses kind of get, cocked, and he says, "Thank you. I needed that."
I'll smack him on the back a little too hard.
Oh,
and go,
gosh.
it's okay. Ignore him.
I think I'll spend a fear. As you
Start
smack
beating the
him
crap out of this guy.
on the back, it causes him. So he's been smacked across the face. He's like, you slap him on the back. It's a little too hard. He actually stumbles forward, takes a couple steps forward, trips on something on the floor, and falls.
Nothing on the floor.
Is something on the floor. He falls face first onto the table where the three people are playing poker.
He was like facing the table.
Yeah, he was facing he was like standing next to your table. You slap him on the back, he
Yeah.
trips,
You guys pushed him into someone else's
falls
table.
right over his table.
Who's you guys?
Poker chips go everywhere. Go every single where. And the next thing you know, just this orc, this 7-foot tall orc, stands up. He picks the guy up by the scruff and drops him on the floor. And then he turns to you and says, "We don't need this kind of disruption in these parts." And he rolls up his sleeves.
I take a step back as he's doing that, and I'm like, he knocked him over.
And as this is happening, all of a sudden, the whole bar goes silent, and people are very slowly starting to get to their feet. And the orc takes steps towards you, cracking his knuckles, and he starts to grin a little bit as he looks at you. And that's where we'll end this week.
Such a tease as always.
That's our game for this week, folks. There we go. Good game.
All right. I gotta get the double ult ready, you know.
The double ult ready? Yes, exactly. Good game. Good.
Oh,
Awesome. All right.
I was like, oh boy, we're gonna have to punch people already.
We got crazy.
We don't have to punch them if we shoot them first.
You might not want to shoot them. I don't know. We have crazy lore happening. We've got a revenge story going on. We've got some kind of otherworldly thing happening.
I was just at the beginning, Michael went on a whole exposition roller coaster.
Yeah, it was a whole scene. Nice stream. Thank you, Head of Steel. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Awesome. Good stuff. And you all got full
man.
charges here.
Whew.
Ready to
Yeah,
go
thank God.
next week.
We got to show off for the new potential employers.
Right? We got that barroom, that classic Western
The barroom brawl.
right?
That worked for nobody.
Should be good. Should be
Oh,
good.
I have so
But we
many
don't
great
look for
ideas
anyone,
for
and
a
that's the
barroom
problem.
brawl
We need a job.
for attacks. I have such a great idea.
You have a good idea. I love
I
it.
have so many good ideas. Yeah.
Very excited to see that. All right, friends. Well, listen, that's going to be our stream for this week. Thank you. Don't forget to go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, do all that stuff over on the YouTube channel. If you haven't, don't forget to show up back here every week at 4:30-ish Pacific time when we do our Daggerheart stream. And GG's to all the players. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We will see you guys
Yes, sir.
next week. Until we meet again, may your trails
Sweet.
be dusty, and may your giddy up be hitched.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Let us.
Bye.
Dust don't speak, but it listens close. Every step leaves a debt you owe. Steel and sweat in the burning light. We took what gleam, we called it right. Rails cut scars through thirsty land. Gold in our eyes, blood on our hands. Old songs buried under stone. But the ground remembers what we've done. Hear it hum beneath your feet, a heartbeat slow, a promise deep. The ground remembers, the ground remembers every name carved into the sand. The ground remembers, the ground remembers what awaits when gods don't stay down. Town lights flicker, engines cry. Faith so cheap, truth walks by. Prayers whispered, bullets pray louder. Hope tastes like dust and powder. We said the past was dead and gone, but it's been waiting all along. Every crack, every seam,